double-E.
What the?
You nigga know us. Now let's go, baby. It's game one. It's grand finals, and we getting things started right now. The Corrin is back out. The Sonic, of course. Let's get it.
Yeah, the Corrin making the return here. No Meta Knight. Staying in the Linty pockets, man.
Mm-hmm. As it should be. As it should be.
All right, now we've seen Leo make up for that lack of mobility with Corrin with good old trusty Nair.
Yes.
Sometimes you just got to Nair it out. It's ultimate, baby.
It will do the job, man. We really saw just an absolute clash between these two earlier on. But I am just so eager to see if we're going to get a reset or if this Corrin is just, another answer to a player who is just undoubtedly just, top of the crop in Sonix.
It's crazy that there's so much players out there. It's like, whoa, this up smash dude on the platform there. What a call out coming out from Sonix. Sonix taking a little bit more risk on the offense here.
Got to do something, man. I like that. That's how you start it off. This could be a very, very long grand finals if Sonix has indeed elevated to another level to combat this Corrin.
And now that Sonix has this stock lead, you can do so much with this. But here comes Leo's offense coming in with the dash up into the jab here. A little walk forward into the down tilt. Not going to connect. Great parry off the platform to reset. Sonix still has not able to tack on some extra damage here, even with this huge lead. But there it is.
Oh, man, it stacks up so quickly.
Okay, the kick, not enough. Center stage here to the ledge. Oh,
That'll
there's the
nice.
down smash.
Yep.
Finally one of those connecting here. We saw a couple of those in the winners finals, but none of them were able to connect for the KO. But this time, Leo lining up the tipper.
All right. And Leo, of course, understanding yet just a couple conversions away from making up that percent deficit. One thing about this Corrin, man, very, very efficient. Sonix going super deep, trying to make a huge play.
And I like that. Sonix taking a little bit more risks.
Yeah, you pointed that out too, and I like how he's kind of staying consistent with it as well. Definitely going to need to adjust the game plan a little bit, and that could be the missing ingredient.
Because even the way Leo's playing the offense as well, even when Sonix has the lead, just because Leo's doing such a great job of predicting where the spin dash or the spin charge is going to be and have a hitbox there, there is pressure on the offense, even though Leo is lacking the mobility. So Sonix could try and slow it down, but I want to see Sonix have more confidence in his offense.
Sure. Oh, that was a really good decision from MkLeo. Easy. He has really put himself back in a great position despite the rocky start.
Okay, now both players getting that 120, 130 area. One of these stray hits, especially right at the corner, could do the trick. Chasing down, gets the air dodge, but doesn't connect the dash attack on the landing there. Forward tilt center stage, still not enough. Sets up for the off stage, but just going to go back for the ledge trap. This is a regrab.
Oh,
and
sliding through. That's not going to be enough, but nice position from Sonix. See what he can do with it.
Back on the stage here, the jab?
Maybe?
Oh, okay, you still have the double jump, able to make it back with the air dodge, but that was so smart from Leo, just dropping from the ledge, because Leo knew, okay, you're going to have to drop, you're going to have to up here and then go for the air dodge. Let me just go ahead and intersect that. But right as I'm saying that, Sonix was able to come back and immediately get the stock. We're down to the final stock here, game one.
Always got to anticipate, going to go down to the wire with these two for sure. Leo doing a nice job spacing around. Again, that length of Corrin, such a benefit as Sonix tries to make his way in, looking for any possible opening. Leo's defense still holds strong.
Okay, just delaying it a little bit. And that's what I want to see Sonix do as well. You see Leo kind of predicting with these swings. Sometimes they have to come out a little preemptive, right? And you can close the gap from halfway across the stage in a blink of an eye if you're Sonic, especially if you're charged up with those charge moves, right? Definitely. The spin dash and the spin charge. So maybe you can try to go for some whiff punishes or some timing changes here.
Ooh. Okay, Sonix, nice. Yeah, 90% delivered. This final stock looking very good for him. See if Leo find a way to close it up.
Yeah, Sonix definitely changing up the style here, playing the mid-range a lot different from that winner's final set. And I like the adaptation, man. Now, when you're talking about any player that's in contention for top 5 like Sonix, you're going to have these adaptations on deck. Sometimes in between sets, sometimes in between games, or even stocks.
100% agree with you, man. And that's, that's one of the hallmarks of being able to always go up to that next level. And we're seeing it from Sonix. He's got to be able to put this game away. He's performed exceptionally well.
Yeah, but it just takes one hit from Leo, especially with this rage.
Oh, no, yeah, this is this is where it's really starting to kind of mount and get a little scary.
This is prime robbery percents here for Leo.
100%. Seen it happen before. Don't want to be on the wrong side of history, I'm sure.
Oh, and that up air is going to be enough. Barely getting the conversion off the spin dash there, and it's going to be Sonix taking game number 1, very similar to that winner set, but this time it's on the Corrin and not on the Meta Knight.
The Corrin not being the difference maker in that one, but the adjusted offense from Sonix certainly was. All right, guys, so Sonix, definitely some life. Definitely some life.
Our game number 2 back on to PS2 here. I don't think the characters are going to change up. Maybe if we get a reset, we'll see Leo go into the Aegis, perhaps. But
yeah, Aegis is definitely always on the table, right? Like we understand that the Corrin is done well, but you know, at some point, if it does start to fizzle, as we mentioned, that toolbox of characters from Leo, Aegis would be the next best thing.
oh wow, that forward smash so close to connecting, and man, Sonix with all this momentum from the loser side carrying on over, getting 74% just to start off this game number 2 after winning that game number 1. It's a grab here. Now Leo all warmed up. Sometimes when you're sitting winner side, you know, get a little cold. The hands get a little cold,
That's
right?
true. I mean, that's a very rare thing. And, you know, a person coming from the losers final always does have that hot hand. That's a very real thing that I do like to point out. And, of course, when you're just, I mean, sometimes it's the hot fist, too, though, man, because that forward smash right on the money.
There's an air into up. Whoa, okay. Usually see up air there.
Where did Sonix find time to learn the matchup better? He was playing.
Maybe he always knew the matchup.
This is crazy. Just a complete 180 from what we saw in the winners finals from earlier.
And in Leo, not hitting these pins at the ledge like we were seeing in that winners final set. And now it looks like a little bit of a struggle here to get these stocks off of Sonix. And this is where it can be such a struggle in general for some of these characters just catch Sonic.
Yeah.
Little disjoint on the up B there, trying to find the back air. You got to go way low and still able to make it back.
I actually thought, I was not confident he was coming back, but Leo, knowing his character, knowing his opportunities, and knowing when he has somebody in a disadvantage, God damn. He had those mimosas like 2 hours ago. I shouldn't be having problems speaking.
Put the mimosa down.
Well, you say bottomless, I say keep it going, man. Like some Red Robin fries, baby.
Oh, man. But yeah, I mean, just you really got to push the boundary of your character if you're Leo to get some of these stocks, right?
Yeah.
And that's what Sonix will do to a lot of players here. And just like that, Leo still at that percentage deficit, but slowly chipping away at this percentage lead that Sonix is able to establish here. Sonix up about 60%, but we've seen Leo with this rage, right? And the power of that Corrin pin. Ooh, the charge there was the punish. Not able to get anything.
Yeah, if I'm Leo right now, I'm actually feeling semi-confident that there's just definitely still a window of opportunity to bring this one back despite the deficit. It is not too bad if he can just connect one of those big hits. You see Sonix continue to just line up. He wants those smash attacks to hit. Back throw, not quite going to be enough.
But look at this positioning. It's so bad. Avoids the spring there. This is no double jump on Leo here. Able to reset onto the platform. Gets the pin, the kick. It's not going to be enough cross stage. But now Leo has the stage control and a max rage. One backer could do the trick here.
I was going to say, if he can just line up that backer, even an up air at the right height can definitely do away with this stock. So Sonix got to still play this pretty gingerly. Don't want to get too zealous and let it get away from him.
They're charging up here. Sonix knows he has to be very careful, but finally gets the opening, gets the back air, finally is able to put the second stock to rest. Leo making it very difficult.
Oh, all right, not quite enough. Best believe Sonix going to do his best, as much percent as he can right now. Leo trying to shut him down almost immediately.
Okay, that up B going through the spring here. And honestly, we have not seen Sonix get too much offstage interactions against Leo. Leo's is doing an incredible job of recovering it. Even with that, you see Sonix with this solid lead, able already to rack up 40, now 54% on the Leo. Is the trap going to be enough? was not able to squeeze out that back air on the landing there. Usually when Corrin does a rising up air, you can trap the landing with some kind of move. Usually it's neutral air. Maybe you don't have enough time for back air in that scenario if you're Leo.
All right, man, looking like this is very much so going to be a 2-0 lead for Sonix, unless Leo can, one, take this stock off and just halt the momentum that he has come in here with, because it is certainly a lot and carrying him through in a major way at the moment.
Leo's just doing a really good job of sweet spotting these up Bs. We haven't really seen these forward smashes connect for Sonix in this matchup, and wow, what a call-up, but Leo with the neutral air dodge just in the nick of time.
Yeah, Sonix knows he has him on the rope, man. Not a care in the world as this lead just continues to blossom.
Okay, the up throw is not. Oh wow, it is enough. Wow.
Yeah, well, I mean 152. Yeah.
Yeah, Sonix is very.
He's
or
very
Sonic
light.
is very light.
Yeah, very light character. Yeah, Sonix too, man. He's a thin guy. Watch what he eats.
And of course, the rage helping Leo out in that scenario. So you finally got the stock.
Oh damn.
But you already got 152%. A forward tilt right at the edge will do the trick. So many different moves you got to avoid if you're Leo, and you still got to rack up that damage too.
Yeah. Might just be a little too much to overcome, and Sonix realizing why take my foot off the gas if you're not going to get off the road. That's what it is. Nicely done. Nicely done. 2-0 lead for Sonix. One away from getting this reset. So the question is, if there is a character switch consideration, Chuck, do you save it for set number 2? Or you bring it out here right now and just try and win 3 in a row to put it away?
Leo is definitely known for the reverse 3-0, but it looks like might be saving the Aegis for the second set.
Could be, could
or
be.
Maybe the reverse 3-0 comes out from the Corrin. You can never count MkLeo out.
Certainly not impossible by any stretch of the imagination.
So sticking it out with the Corrin here, starting things off with that parry. And I love the adjustments coming out from Sonix, right? We saw an edge guard at the very end there. And also just not spin dashing or spin charging into some of these Corrin hitboxes. Hey, you're going to try to read where I come in with the spin dash or spin charge?
Yep.
Or what if I just don't come in? Or what if I whiff punish you swinging, right? And just changing up these timings. Now really forcing Leo to push the issue and approach spin dash. Because that's the main goal if you're Sonic. If you can force your opponent to approach into spin dash or spin charge, that's where it's so difficult for characters,
Very
right?
true. All right. Well,
Charging up here in the center stage.
does have a little bit of a lead. Hasn't been able to really do much with these leads that we've seen Leo have. Kind of seldom, man, until Sonix just kind of retakes control.
Pin barely out of range here. Leo slowly making these adjustments mid-range. Connecting a lot of these hits. There's lag on that down air, but Leo down tilting the wrong way. Hopping over, there it is. Oh, the up air is barely out of range.
Yeah, almost. Probably would have been able to get rid of him right there, but Sonix nicely gets the turnaround with the back air, and that's going to clean it up. Sonix being so aggressive off stage now. I'm absolutely loving it.
These edge guards are online, but
Hold
so
up now.
are the pins for MkLeo. Those pins right at the ledge, catching Sonix up being there. Such a powerful tool for Corrin.
Really is.
Okay, reverse up air to start things off.
Oh,
Gets
that
the
chase
reset.
down. Nice. Okay, where are you going? Lockdown.
Oh, almost gets the trap with the landing there, and now Sonix connecting the up air, getting a combo of his own to 40%. Gets the forward air. Waveline's back to the ledge here for the ledge trap.
Uh-oh. Trouble brewing.
Oh, man.
He hasn't really been able to connect too many of those, so.
Leo's doing a good job of just abusing the disjoint on the up B or just sweet spotting to the ledge, mixing up in between the two, and the up air does not connect for Sonix. That was such a good reset, and then Leo falls out of the move and then hits you back with a back air. Oh man, that hurts.
That's gotta
hurt.
That is very frustrating for Sonix, I'm sure, but again, you gotta have a short memory for things sometimes, and that's definitely going to be one of them because, oh man, it just be like that at times.
Man, I wonder if Sonix just went for a hard hit neutral air in that scenario because he was so close to the ceiling. So I wonder if that would have been it or if he had to connect the up air. I'm not too knowledgeable on Sonic, but that would be crazy if he could have done that with the neutral air, which is the more consistent move in that scenario. Sonic's up air can be a little bit finicky in Ultimate. Thank goodness, because if that move was consistent, we would all be in trouble.
I'm saying.
Okay, this back throw should be it.
That'll do it, yep.
Sonic doing a little bit of a tumble right to the ledge of the stage, just to help you out.
Just a tad bit.
Just to make sure that back throw is enough, and especially on Town and City, going to have those small side blast zones to make that KO a lot more absolute. And these back airs, wow, the air dodge doesn't get caught, but there's no double jump on Leo here.
Dude.
He has to upbeat.
Oh,
The
no,
back air
dude.
connects, another upbeat.
No way! An absolute tear unanswered as Sonix 3-0ing in Grand Final Set 1 to force us into some overtime. We got at least 5 more games to go, or at least 3 more games to go, potentially 5. Don't tuck yourself in just yet. That should have woke you up.
And just like that, those are the edge guards I'm used to Sonix, or that's the edge guarding I'm used to seeing from Sonix, right? So Sonix is so strong off stage. Sonic as a character in general is so strong off stage, but Sonix as a player just pushes the boundaries with this character off stage, and that's the kind of edge guards that we usually see from Sonix to close it out against some of the best in the world. And I think we're seeing Sonix gain a lot more of that confidence coming into this Grand Final reset. We'll see if he can carry that momentum here in the second set, and it doesn't look like the Aegis is out to play. The Corrin is still here.
I mean, you gotta, there are some methods to it, right? Like the Aegis, we haven't seen the Aegis like all throughout the tournament, I'm pretty sure, right? So, you kind of keep in mind of a kind of a cold Aegis coming in against a very red-hot Sonic. Maybe you just say, you know what, let me just roll the dice with Corrin. I have proven I can get the job done before. I might have lost 1 set. Doesn't mean I have to lose 2.
They're very winnable games there, but just that down tilt 2 frame was so clean at the very end there. Again, Sonix just taking all the right steps at the right time to set up that edge guard and just piecing it together so clean. Now earning, and I mean just sealing it out versus MkLeo, that's a very big deal. There's a lot of players that come very close to beating Leo, up 2-0, all that jazz, right? But closing it against the GOAT of Ultimate is a very difficult thing to do.
Listen, we say that Sonix is a threat to literally anyone whom he plays in bracket. It is not an exaggeration, and Leo is no exception to that rule. But as you said, Charles, one of the GOATs of this game for a reason. And that up air going to give him that first stock and maybe the start to something great in this set number 2.
Okay, Sonix just taking a bit of time on that Angel platform. Recollect himself coming into this second stock here. This is the tail end of the tournament. This is the last set of the tournament.
Guaranteed.
You got to have all the energy in the tank. Oh, the forward air barely not connecting. That could have been the stock here. Now Leo has a chance to rack up even more damage. Great directional air dodge to the stage to really push this ledge trap here, but Sonix fighting back.
Yeah, every percentage right now for Leo going to be so crucial. Oh, wow. Against the up smash?
Okay.
Interesting.
I thought the up smash was going to win there, but I guess the back hit was able to come out just in time. Corrin up air, ladies and gentlemen.
It's pretty nutty for sure, and Leo putting it on display.
Oh, no!
Wow. Good Lord. Lightning just striking the stage in the form of that back air.
Okay. There's the confirm there. And that DI, no, Corrin's back air is not that strong. The DI there from Sonix was drifting to the right there. So pretty much increasing the knockback of that back air. So Leo was able to get that very early second stock there, and Sonix just going to have to shake that one off and try to come back here. Maybe an edge guard. We've seen some of those really, really nice edge guards close it out in that first set. Maybe it could be the start of a comeback here in the set 2.
If he's able to get this stock off, we saw exactly what he did in the closeout game of the first set, right? Just went on a complete rampage unanswered to force this position, and now let him get this stock, and you might just see something crazy. And I'm sure Leo is not trying to put himself in that position. He's got a very strong lead. You want to maintain. You want to close this out. Send a message that we are far from done in this bracket reset, despite how strong Sonix has performed.
Offstage scenario here. Sonix going to play it safe. Absolutely. And we saw Sonix going for that down air. Now this is the 3rd set that they've played, finally connecting here on this final set of the tournament.
This is going to be a huge stock, and Sonix, he is definitely taking some liberties.
At 10%?
I'm saying, kudos to you, sir.
That is the call out. Safe back air here coming out. Corrin, that back air is very disjointed, bringing out the wings. It's not a part of her hurt box. And on top of that, it moves you farther away from your opponent. So a little bit of auto spacing there, if you will.
I feel like Leo might be getting a little too obvious with some of these swinging he's doing. But the pin to win? No, not quite yet. Going to take a little bit more.
Oh,
and that should do it. Yeah, that pin will definitely win it. There we go. So Leo able to clutch it out, taking the first game of this reset.
Staying confident on the Corrin.
Yeah,
we did mention the Aegis.
Yep.
Like we said at Genesis, Leo was able to take it over Sonix with the Aegis and take that whole entire tournament, Mr. Genesis himself. But sticking it to the Corrin here, and just got 3-0'd, but still able to take the first game of this reset. The resilience coming out from Leo, very impressive.
Woo! Lord have mercy. We are getting some good Smash this evening. And let's go. We ain't done yet.
Game number 2, of course. I mean, we're probably going to see Corrin the rest of the night.
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason to change at this point, right? Like, this is kind of what got you to this point, and despite losing that first set to Sonix, the reason that it has to be contested under 2 sets is because you won one of them in winners finals. So you always got to have that in the back of your mind. Of course, Leo, we talked about the adaptations that Sonic's able to make. Well, how about Leo as well, man? This is not a guy who's going to kind of keep the same game plan going. He's going to be able to change it up on the fly as well. Let's see if it will indeed be enough. Sonic's such a great challenger.
Already racked up 62% here, but Sonix coming in with the spin charge combo, racking up to 43 here. Leo really holding this center stage down. Okay. We don't see a dash attack too often from Sonix, but still a pretty solid move. I mean, Sonic is just such a fast character. It launches you forward. Sonix's use of dash attack, definitely one of the best of, or is the best of all the Sonix's. Ooh, a little delay on the pin there. Down tilt up air, and that on the platform is going to be enough.
Yes, and I love that awareness from Leo, too, to just know the optimal punish that would lead to the perfect setup to get that first stock. Definitely cooking. Oh, getting that big charge, too. I mean, it looks, looks like it should do more, but it looks cool.
Yeah, it looked kind of cool. It did 3 damage, though.
It's a mean 3, Chuck.
It's a mean 3
Mean
damage.
3.
Oh, and there's the mean up smash coming out from Sonix. Not going to be quite enough, not enough rage, and not high enough percent on Leo right now. All this extra damage is going to be amazing for Leo coming into this second stock, and still looking somewhat healthy here on this first stock, only 95%. Reverse up air platform tech chase, but guesses a little bit on the wrong direction, but still able to pick up quite a bit of damage.
It's a very healthy lead for Leo. Been so good on the timings and not afraid to challenge the approaches from Sonix. Like he's a little hesitant in some of those exchanges in that first set. That is not the case in the run back right now.
Oh, the roll just being barely out of range for the grab there. That back throw would have been it. Sonix still able to convert into the nair. You see using that hard nair instead of the up air. A little bit more consistent. Just a one-hit move gets the job done there for Sonix. Tries to get the quick draw on the pin. The up air covers so much options here. Ooh, I like the neutral B coming up onto the stage too, but waits on the up. The air dodge, but not a hard enough punish.
All right, I mean, listen, the patience is certainly there. Oh, wow, the turnaround to catch him. And just barely able to survive. Sonix, this DI keeping him alive. It's going to be very bad news. I was just about to say, if that up air comes out, man, he's going to send you away. And there it is, 1 stock away for Leo to go up 2 games to none after what was a very impressive performance in the first set. That would be a surprise. And Sonix dropping that big shoe, but nobody home to get the complete decimation of that stock like I'm sure he would have liked.
Yeah, Leo went for the counter, and Sonix did not bite on the counter, but was not able to line up the back air correctly there. Maybe just the stall of the counter itself kind of messing up the positioning for Sonix on that edge guard there. The up smash is going to catch Leo going to that platform, so evening everything up. It seemed like Leo had a pretty solid lead this entire time, but Sonix doing a great job just evening things up.
Yeah, he's snatching this momentum all the way back into his favor. And even at this deficit, man, still giving himself a very good opportunity to potentially win this game and not allow Leo to go up 2 games. It seemed like that was definitely on the menu.
Oh wow.
You gotta be careful. Oh, wow. Dude, Leo is maybe just not expecting some of these miscues that could allow for maybe potentially bigger punishes.
Yeah, I mean, the down smash tipper there was almost enough, maybe a forward smash, but I don't know if he had enough time.
Gotcha.
So just having the awareness for Leo to still get a smash attack punch is very impressive. The back air is not going to be enough, but barely living as Sonix. He's able to up to the ledge, but taking a little bit too much time, and the pin in your face is going to be enough. Leo now up 2-0 here on Sonix with the Corrin.
And it's so crazy. Like, look at this. It's so crazy how, look. It's so crazy how it's just like, okay, the first one whiffs, so you're kind of almost deceived and to think you have more time on that ledge than you actually do.
Right.
And Leo understanding that and just executing perfectly. And that's going to be a 2-0 lead for MkLeo. This is set number 2 in case you are tuning in. So Leo now 1 game away from winning Wavedash 2023. Trying to get in there. The Corrin making a statement.
Yeah, and just great awareness coming out from Leo. The amount of ledge intangibility you have, just there's so many variables, right?
Yep.
The higher your percent, the less intangibility you get. The longer you, after you get hit, the more airtime you have, the more longer intangibility you have. So Sonix was not in the air too long after that hit, so Leo knew exactly when that intangibility was going to run out. So great stuff coming out from Leo and getting such an amazing punish. Getting that tipper pin right at the ledge. We've seen Leo get the 2 frames or get it off the ledge trap. So many different ways that Leo can set up this powerful move to take stocks.
Absolute powerhouse he has performed with this character, man. It's just been something special. But Sonix, down but certainly not out. Understands that. Got to win 3 in a row. No easy task against anybody, let alone Leo.
Sonix seemed like he was underneath the platform, but that down tilt still scooped him. I thought that was going to be enough for the stock, but Sonix was a little bit underneath the platform. So, oh, wow, that back air setting up for a really good offstage scenario. The forward air does not connect, but still able to make it back to the stage on time.
That's insanity. Leo just being so slippery. Sonix, the spring, not going to get the job done. Let's see how he gets off the ledge.
Forward smash, big swing for Sonix. Not going to connect, but pretty hard to punish here. The up air, still not enough. This first stock is so important. The back air.
Grab? Yeah, he was looking for that. That might be enough. It is going to do it. Yeah, I mean, listen, we're removed from, seeing Corrin consistently at top level. So we forget sometimes just how strong that can be. Leo, though, on the other hand, certainly did not. Very over-aggressive, though, with that dash attack. Maybe a grab would have suited him better, but nonetheless, Sonic's going to take that stock.
Yeah, grab probably would have got it, but Sonic's making extra sure with that up smash, right? Be a little bit more of, bring a little bit more power to the punish there. So very even here. We've seen Sonix at these lower percents get quick 40, 50%, real easy.
All right, just disengaging a little bit. Has a very slight lead, not trying to do too much.
Great for the dash grab there. Leo making Sonix know, hey, I'm down to commit. So if you're drifting back into that shield, I will go for the dash grab, even if my character's not the quickest.
Right. It's all about timing. Both certainly have a lot of that in abundance.
Okay, yeah, and you see Sonix just changing up the timing of his own here. Yeah, going ahead and letting Leo swing out those moves. And the forward smash finally connecting on the 2-frame when it matters most, I guess, in the grand finals when you're down 0-2, right?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, listen, you need to make a big play. And Sonix said, don't worry about it, man. I've been taking some swings. It hasn't been connected, but as you said, Chuck, when he needed it most, able to finally come through. And this could be tremendous for him. Leo going super deep, trying to connect that back air. Nobody home, though. Sonix will continue to build upon this lead. He's very strong and very solid.
Oh, tried to get the chomp with the neutral B there. Yeah, especially if you connect that stun laser, you can go ahead and go for the big chomp, which gets stocks real early. The back kick to catch the roll, still not enough, even though Sonic is light. That cross-stage insurance for Sonix coming through.
All right, Sonix looking like he's got this one well in hand to get himself on the board. Oh, that parry could have been crazy, but another forward smash is going to finish it off. Back-to-back hitters, and that is going to force us into a 4th game. Not done just yet.
I think Sonix actually parried the ledge drop double jump option there from Leo, giving him ample amount of time to go ahead and punish the regrab with that angled down forward smash. It's not only good for two-framing, you can catch people on that regrab as well. And when they're that close to the blast zone, definitely going to be the stock. So Sonix able to go ahead and get some early stocks himself, which is something that we see Leo doing a lot in this matchup. So now Sonix getting some of those bigger hitting moves, some of those moves that are just so great on the risk reward, especially that forward smash, and getting the exact timing for these 2 frames. We'll see if he can do it 2 more times in a row here. You were already able to get 1 set off of Leo in this tournament. Can you make it 2 to bring it home to be the champion of Wavedash?
It's definitely a long and certainly not easy journey. But I'll tell you what, winning titles like this never is. So for both of them, this fight far from over. But Leo, just 1 more win gets it done. Sonic's going to need 2.
And it looks like we got a change of scenery. This might be the first time they've played on Battlefield between all 3 sets.
Yeah, I don't recall Battlefield off the top of my head, so I think kind of Leo deciding, okay, let me kind of give him a different look than he might be a little bit accustomed to, and see if I can take advantage of that play around with these tri-plats to my advantage.
Usually, high platforms are pretty strong for Sonic just because in disadvantage you can go ahead and spring and find another platform to land on. But, I mean, we see a lot of like characters like Corrin that go for a lot of these frame traps, use platforms for their advantage as well, right? These combo extensions. We've seen Leo go for things like down tilt up air on these platforms and get really early stocks. So we'll see if Leo can kind of compensate for that as well. And, ooh, that is a guaranteed shield poke if I'm not mistaken.
I was going to say, flashbacks of Momo comment. I did not forget, and neither did Sonix. Gets that first stock off and looking to go to work.
Down tilt, up air.
Oh, wow. Leo, immediate retaliation, though. Sweep, up air. Easy money.
Yeah, he ain't waiting for no air dodge. The swing is coming out. That might have been true. At worst, it was a 50-50, right? Okay, so back-to-back stocks being taken here. 2 stocks apiece, low percent, but it's Sonix in the driver's seat trying to line up these forward smashes. You connect with one of those forward smashes and Leo doesn't have a jump, you're in a really good spot. But Leo sharking with the double jump up air here.
Yeah, that's why you see him committed, just kind of trying to knock him off place, off balance a little bit. And here we go. Yeah, Corrin always able to confirm.
Okay, trying to get that pin.
Ooh, forward air.
Yep.
Okay.
Big damage, big damage.
A lot of it. That's why Leo's able to just make up that deficit so quickly. Oh, the smoothest landing back to the stage.
Leo's has had a lot of fantastic directional air dodges.
Yes.
A lot of other players might have swung there or gone to ledge, but Leo utilizing that directional air dodge to get back on the stage. Neutral so close to connecting, but Sonic's being able to bring it in here. The back air is enough.
Oh, my goodness. Dude, every time that hits, I always forget just how powerful it can be. Leo taking no effort to remind me of just that. 1 stock, ladies and gentlemen. This could be it for MkLeo, and he's going to get as much damage as he can on Sonix. Look at that, just landing fearlessly and aggressively at that.
Yeah, Leo is utilizing these platforms very well.
Yes.
Sonic as a character also has platform extensions, especially at lower percents, but Leo's just utilizing these platforms so well, and Leo just does a great job of setting up so many different 50-50s with that neutral, but Sonix with the deep forward air, and that's why we see sometimes Sonix having really bad DI. It's just because Leo's setting up 50-50 DI mixes with the neutral. It's like, oh, am I going to follow with back air or up air, right? Which one is it going to be?
Oh, Lord.
Really forcing Sonix to guess in so many of those situations. And when your character is as light as Sonic, those guesses, when you guess wrong, it can really hurt.
It's a lot, yes. Man, this crowd definitely leaning into it. A lot of people wondering if this is going to be the final stock of the tournament, or will we get a Game 5 and a potential reverse 3-0 from Sonix. Definitely on the table, but you never really do know. Leo in control at the moment. Not trying to force anything.
Great DI again coming out from Leo, making sure that the forward air is not an option. You can cash out, hit me with an up air, hit me with an air, but you're not putting me off stage. And that is fantastic stuff from Leo, really picking his poison well.
Oh, man. I mean, just that situation, he put him in really good grab just to get him off stage. Let's see if he can do anything with this. Oh,
this back throw is
sure.
Really bad position here, but using the back air to move around Sonix's edge guard, gets the kick, but cross stage is not going to be enough.
Oh my goodness, Leo using every trick in the book just to survive, and the pin in an instant. If you blinked, you missed it. But open your eyes to the fact that MkLeo takes his place at the top of the Wavedash mountain, and he is your champion for 2023. Wonderfully played.
The quickest of draws.
Wow.
With that insta-pin right to the stage there, but that pin going through the stage and hitting that ledge area with that tipper, and Leo grabbing another trophy for the trophy case. I mean, dang, man, how big is that trophy case at this point?
And I'll tell you, and if I'm not mistaken, this might be his first singles win under the Luminosity banner. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, that might be his first singles win.
Let's go, Leo, really showing up to this tournament. And, you know, there's so many fantastic players at this event. Sonix being the hardest one. Sonix being the only player to put him into the loser side. But he was able to take it home with the Corrin.